Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
Dating disasters. The times has just gone so wrong because someone who is very, very good at dating, sometimes 2 dates at once, sometimes 4 or 5 dates in one day.
Yeah.
Is producer Zoe. So I was waiting for you to jump in and say, that's not true.
Well, I was about to, but I have done the 2 dates in a day thing.
Well.
Yeah, it's very naughty.
No.
Yeah.
Is it though?
It's good effort.
Not if they didn't know.
Oh, there's
They didn't know. Yeah, dating is disastrous. It is the worst thing on the planet, I
So
think.
just to give everyone some background, you've just come back from your hot girl summer in Europe. You were sort of a little bummed about coming back to us. We did not take that personally, did you?
Not
I
you
took
guys.
it personally. I think we all took it a little bit personally.
Not bummed to come back to you guys. Bummed to come back to, this weather, this city, these men, etc.
These men. I think it was a little bit confronting when Zoe walked in here and she looked us all up and down and was like, ugh.
Not.
Well, it's confronting for you because you're the only bloke within
In
this
the
10-mile radius of this studio. So you've come back and you came in to work and you said, I'm going on a date tonight. And you were not pumped about it.
I was not that pumped about it. First of all, it was a Tuesday night date where you get up at very early hours. So I was like, Tuesday night date's a bit rough, but I'll do it. It was a little Hinge number. So we'd met online. We'd been talking for a couple of days and the chat was easy over text. I was like, this is awesome. And then he hit me with the, are you from Adelaide? I was like, yeah. Where are you from? And he said, Sacramento, California.
Oh, Sacktown. Go the Kings. Go Kings. Go De'Aaron Fox. Wow.
For anyone who knows me, knows I have a deep issue with Americans and it's not fair and it's rude of me, but I can't stand them. It's not good.
Are you going to sit here on this platform right now and say that you don't find Trump attractive?
No, he's the exception. So anyway, I went into it with an open mind at the advice of Jodie Oddie, thanks Jodes, who said, if nothing else, you could make a good friend, which wasn't the objective.
Grow up, Jodes.
Oh, okay.
And I went on this date, we went for a drink, and I think I can say it was the worst date I have ever been on in my life. It was not good. So I'd opened my mind aggressively to the fact that he was American. I was like, you know what, stop being so judgmental. This is why you're single.
Yeah.
And I was like, it'll be fine, it'll be completely fine. Walked in and said, hey, bro.
He said.
You got broed.
I got broed on entry.
Oh my God, I thought you meant you said. I was like, babe, what are you doing?
With the accent to try and impress him.
Hey, bro.
No, he hit me with a hey, bro. Within 10 minutes, he'd said 3 racist things.
To you.
To me, of all people.
So if there's anyone who's going to pull you up on anything politically incorrect, it will be our Zoe, right?
100%. Zoe's so woke she's almost asleep.
I'm so woke, I'm exhausted. So yeah, he said a couple of not some untoward things at the start.
Did you correct him though?
Did I correct him? Well, yeah, I went, ooh, nah, you don't have to say that. And then he opened one thing with, I was going to say this, but I won't say it. I was like, don't have to. And all good.
Yeah.
You don't have to say it. That's fine.
Probably go with your instinct there.
Yeah, anyway, the date went on awfully. He talked about himself the entire time. Didn't ask me a single question about myself. Talked about his work in great detail to the point of Googling it and showing me the website and everything. Like,
Yuck.
Great detail.
What did he do out of interest?
I'm not
You don't wanna
saying
say?
because we'll very clearly identify who he is.
Oh, okay.
Only fans.
Anyway, the date went awfully. I sculled my wine to get out of there as soon as possible. He then asked me for a lift home, which I find incredibly icky on a first
But
date.
also a little dangerous.
Well, a little bit. Also, can't be bothered. I've got work at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then, so I did. And when we were in the car,
You lived at Mount Gambier.
I was,
Yeah, very nice.
I drove him to
on the way.
Sterling.
It's quite a trip.
Quite the trip. On the way home in the car, you're sitting next to someone in the car. It's a bit awkward. You're a little bit trapped. He said to me, so what are we doing? Are we going to hang out again? And I was like, oh, this is incredibly awkward. We've still got 10 minutes of the drive.
Hang on, can I just... Was it Mason Cox?
Oh, I would not date Mason Cox.
Was this guy wearing goggles?
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought that
that's
was
a giveaway.
strange.
100%.
Oh, it's Big Mace.
no.
It's nice.
I couldn't say what he does for work. And then, yeah, we're driving in the car. He wants to see me again. I'm being very polite. And as we stop, he hits me with the, can I have a quick kiss? And leans in as he's saying it.
That's nice.
I know.
Yeah.
And so
There we go.
obviously...
Did you use tongue?
So obviously,
You've got boundaries, and so you said, oh, look, I wouldn't have thought.
you would think that,
Yeah.
except I panicked under pressure and kissed him. And then it was awful.
Little self-defense kiss.
And then he got a self-defense kiss, indeed. self-preservation. And then he got out the car, and this is the killer, looks in through the window and goes,
Here we go.
"Thanks for a fire night."
That's fire,
A
bro.
fire night. And then this is something I don't even really understand. I feel too old for it. He goes, "Dab me up, bro." And then like,
Oh my gosh, you got
sort of
dapped.
high five. Is that a thing?
That is a thing.
Dap me up, bro, and kind of
wouldn't
high
have
five me.
I wouldn't have thought, and I'm not someone who's an expert in this space, but if you were trying to attract a mate, don't dap them up, bro.
Don't dap them up, bro. He also
Sound
did this
motto.
weird thing from an American TV show where he kept, every time he agreed with something I said, he'd be like, "Yeah," and put his hand out and wiggle his fingers and try and make me wiggle my fingers with his.
That's up there with that like clicking thing that people do.
Yeah, it was worse, actually. It was really bad. Anyway, about 10 minutes ago, hit him with the, "I don't see us as more than friends." So.
Okay, there you go.
Oh my God, that is awful. Anyway,
Disgusting dating disaster.
Awful.
do you want to pick up line one? Because we've got a call from. No,
Can you imagine?
Hey, bro, I thought our date was
that was a fire.
Fire day.
13-24-10. Take us through your dating disasters. Maybe there was a significant moment where you're like, what the hell is going on here? Maybe halfway through the date it was so bad you had to leave.
Yeah.
Or the fake call as well. Like, I've just got to take this. Oh, it's an emergency. Got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess if we're talking dating disasters, we have to go to Abby in the newsroom. Hey, Abs.
Abs.
Well,
what about before I said, Abs, you got any stories in the space? She says, how much time do you have? I said, just choose your top one.
yeah. Or top three. Go.
Look, similar. One was we were going out for dinner, and same thing. He ordered for me. Number one, red flag. Don't order.
Sorry?
Don't order for me.
Whoa.
Number two, picked the wine. Didn't ask me what I drank, what I wanted. Just said we're having this, and just spoke about himself. Didn't ask me any questions. Nothing.
This feels like a common theme, doesn't it? Blokes just sitting there talking about themselves the whole time.
And then started describing himself as an alpha male, to which I laughed out loud, and he looked at me like, "How dare you laugh? Like, what the hell?" And basically started saying how men have lost their masculinity and all of this. And anyway, started going on this big rant. So I pretended that I'd just gotten a phone call, walked to the toilet, and didn't go back to the table.
That's a fire move, bro.
Did he pull out like Andrew Tate videos and go, "This is
yeah.
my
Well,
Messiah"?
this was like 7-8 years ago, so Andrew Tate wasn't even a thing then. But I dare say that when Andrew Tate became a thing, he would have been like, "Oh, I've known this guy for like bloody 10 years."
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had lots. There's been lots. There was one guy as well, he was like, "Oh, you should come around and watch a movie." I was like, "Okay." So I went around to his place, and he just did not stop talking. And I sat there awkwardly, and after an hour I was like, "Oh, I've really got to go see her." But he was just the weirdest person I've ever met in my life.
God.
So the thing about blokes is, and just quickly, because we've got to get to Caleb from Seaford, he's got a very, very nice dating disaster. We don't know what to say. We don't know what to talk about. So we're trying to impress you probably by talking about ourselves.
Probably.
It does the opposite.
Yeah. Shannon, good morning.
Hello.
Okay. You went on one?
I was on a date when I was 15 and we stayed together for a couple months afterwards, not long. And I actually went to the movies on a date, an innocent date, as most kids do at 15, and I fell asleep on him and I drooled all over him.
Very good. That's what it's all about. I don't think you could possibly feel more vulnerable than the moment when you wake up and you notice that you're drooling and your mouth's open and you just feel like that's probably the ugliest that you can possibly be. Happens all the time on an Aeroflot.
Happens every time you
Very
wake up next to Cara, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's like, gross.
Oh,
Yes.
Shannon. And you still went out afterwards?
Yeah, for a few months.
Oh, okay. Thank
We
you.
were young.
It's a 15-year-old. Very vulnerable age too.
Yeah, so true. I went to
Yeah.
the movies when I was about 13. A boy called Ben Mile.
Good on you, Benny.
And I think he was my first kiss. And his tongue. My goodness. It was the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, right. And you had a crack?
That's how you pash when you're 13.
Big
All-
Benny had a crack.
Yeah, you're all tongue,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I'm sorry. We were going to wrap this up, but a pretty important call has just come through on
no.
13-24-10. And you know it's good, you know it's spicy
When it's
the name
anonymous.
is Anonymous.
Okay.
Good morning, Anonymous. We're talking dating disasters.
How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good. What happened?
I just heard this and I was like, oh, wow, I got the best one. So me and this girl went on a date
Yeah.
and it was all good. We went back to her house and we had a few drinks. It wasn't really going so well. And she went to bed. And so I ended up with her up.
No, okay. Listen, it's not me personally, Mr. Anonymous, but I have friends who talk about this sort of scenario, and I think it has something to do with some exclusive, explicit websites. This can't be a real story. 100% on your heart, this happened.
100% on my heart this happened, and then afterwards it went nowhere because she was 38 years old. So,
oh my God. The mum was 38?
The mum was 38, yep.
Right, and how old were you?
I was 20.
Oh my God.
Well, let me ask you this. Was she a bit hot?
She was stunning. She was, no offence, but she was better looking than the daughter. So I was,
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
I'll stay anonymous to the radio, but to you guys, I'm the mocker man from Mount Barker.
Oh my gosh. Please, Mr. Anonymous, tell me that the young girl was Stacey. This is ridiculous.
Isn't it?
I wish we could just hone down here for the next 15 minutes and get some details, but we need to move on. Congratulations to you, Mr. Anonymous. Why am I congratulating you?
I don't know.
Sorry,
I don't know why you're doing
what
that.
a story.
Wow.
Oh, I'm just going to absorb that in the next few minutes.
Let's get ready to rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
The musical warriors going head to head. The theme this week is Paris, France, in honour, homage to, of course, the 2024 Olympic Games.
Yes, go the Games. What I will say is, if we are comparing it to the Games, then I would say at one stage, if this is a marathon, I think I was beating you by about 4 or 5 Ks.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, I am cramping badly.
Yeah.
I am cramping so badly, and you have got your third wind.
And I am Jessie Stenson, just battling away and coming home hard. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, well, I must be a sprinter trying to do a marathon because it's 13:10 now. I'm in the lead. I think I was winning by maybe 6 at one stage.
You were.
It's you're on the comeback track.
I am, but I'm a little bit nervous because you seem to have selected a Paris-themed song that you're like, I can't believe you didn't pick this, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
I thought that you would have selected the song. Before we get to it, though, can you take us through your artist and the connection to the Games?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's not so much a Games connection. The theme's Paris, after all.
Okay.
And so I have gone with the highest profile DJ in Paris / the world, David Guetta.
It's Guetta, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever Guetta.
Whatever Guetta.
And he's teamed up with a guy called Kid Cudi.
Oh my gosh. How can you win these things when you sell it like this?
I don't know, I just like the song. Play it, please. It's called Memories.
David Guetta and Kid Cudi. Oh my gosh. It's a pretty good tune. Memories. It is up against. And when you said the theme was Paris, I thought, why don't I just Google
Paris Hilton.
Paris and music?
Oh, no!
Can you see the connection now, Joes? Paris Hilton, Stars Are Blind.
I know.
And it's a ripping tune. Like, let's just be honest for a second. Sure, she's a bit of a train wreck, but this is a good song.
I am so angry at myself right now. So angry because I kept thinking of the country, France. That's what. Oh,
damn.
All right.
I reckon for the first time ever, you might vote for my song this
I
week.
reckon I damn straight, and hopefully my vote for your song is worth double because I love it.
There you go. I don't think we've been in this space since I chose a Counting Crows song. Remember
I
that time?
love Counting
And you were like, I love your song more than mine.
Oh, man.
All right. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Do yourself a favour. Do me a favour. Vote for my song. Or do Jodes a favour and vote for my song.
Do Joe's a favour and vote for the song that she should have selected.
So you got Memories by...
David Guetta and Kid Cudi. So what is it, Kid Cudi? What is it? I don't even know.
The Paris Hilton, Stars Are Blind. Up now, Jodie and Hazy on Instagram. Get voting.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your most snooze news.
As we edge closer and closer, in fact, one more sleep until the games in Paris. How long before we can't call it the O word? When do we have to stop calling it?
Probably post games.
So can we say it now before it started? Or was it kind of technically started with the rugby sevens last night? I don't know.
If you say the O word, you just that little red dot will start circling around out of nowhere.
Like someone's going to shoot me.
Yeah, it's very, very scary.
I'm assuming you're getting up at 2:30 a.m. to watch the opening ceremony on Saturday morning.
I mean, I get up fairly early during the weeks, and Saturday mornings are my sleep-ins, so maybe not, because especially when you'll see all the highlights when you wake up. Anyway.
I just thought that you'd be all over that. Anyway.
I'd like to be a hero and say, maybe I'll get up and watch it. I'm definitely not going to watch it. Oh, my gosh. 2:30.
Also, who wants to sit there and watch 48 countries walk into a stadium?
Yeah.
Give me the highlighted version. Thank you
Especially when
very much.
they're like, and Gal Australia, woo! And there's like 16 people waving around. You're like, I don't know what that country is.
No, exactly.
And you're like, America, and there's 40,000 athletes start streaming through.
Oh, dear.
That's why it goes for so long.
Anyway, our flag bearers have been announced.
They have, so we've just touched on it before, but Jess Fox, who is a canoeist, and Eddie Ockenden, who is a hockey player, they are going to be our flag bearers for the Paris Olympics. I watched the Channel 9 coverage last night, and it was actually really lovely because they got to talk and have a chat and just essentially talk about what it means to them. But yeah, Jess Fox is in her fourth Olympics, and Ockenden, this will be his fifth. So it's really good to see two Aussie athletes who just give their all and who are absolutely amazing get to represent the country.
That's so very cool. 5 Olympics over 4 years span. That's 20 years of your life dedicated to the Olympics.
That's 20 years at the top of your game. It's very, very impressive.
Awesome. So much happening in and around Paris at the moment, so I'm sort of going to have to headline all this stuff. So crime continues in the French capital after allegations a woman was sexually assaulted. Now an Aussie BMX rider has had his van smashed up and stolen, his bike stolen. Logan Martin took to social media to explain.
Right, thank God for bag tags. We found our bags. A massage table!
Oh, look at all your tools on the ground. Your gloves. They ate your chockies.
Ah, that's the ultimate insult. What? You ate my Tim Tams, you jerks.
Yeah, and the French like, what are these beautiful little biscuits? Gorgeous.
Also, French athlete Sasha Zoya has been given the green light to wear a skirt at the Olympic Games opening ceremony. So he's all about fashion. He said if women can wear trousers, we can wear skirts.
Do you know, this is a question about those. I'm not sure if you know this. Sasha Zoya. I'm pretty sure he had to choose between Australia and France. He's an athlete, right? I think he's a sprinter.
Maybe. I don't know. You're telling the story?
I'm talking and I'm trying to work it out on air, which is really dangerous.
Yeah,
From memory, yes.
Throwing some statements in there as well.
Yeah.
He was born in Perth.
Yes,
Oh,
right.
there you go.
So then he shifted allegiances to France. He's a very, very good athlete.
Oh.
That's an interesting little fact about Sasha Zoya.
There you go. Chaos and confusion reigned at the soccer last night, or the international game, football, whatever. Morocco beat Argentina 2-1, and then there was a uproar over a goal, whether it was to be allowed
Classic.
or disallowed. And then
Classic soccer.
The crowd violence got so much that they had to empty the stadium. Everyone get out so we can finish the game.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Don't bring that Eisen to the Olympics, please.
Soccer crowds just take it to the next level
I know.
sometimes. Don't get me started with soccer crowds and flares.
Yeah.
Ooh, what an affiliation.
For once, you were right too, Hazy, by the way, about
there you go.
Sasha.
It's nice. On here too.
And there's been leaked footage exposing the disturbing scope of disgraced Olympics champ Charlotte Desjardins, I think. Anyway, she is a 3-time Olympic British equestrian medalist, and from 4 years ago she was seen with a whip smashing a horse on the legs like 24 times in 1 minute. So she's withdrawn in disgrace. That's really bad. Men's tennis world number 1 Yannick Sinner has pulled out because he's got tonsillitis.
No, it's got tonsillitis. And there's 2 events. There's 2 events at the Olympics where the athletes don't care,
Yeah.
and that is tennis and golf.
Yes.
It's not their top priority at all.
Yeah, so that is what is going on around the games. He said, after a good week of clay training, I started to feel unwell. I spent a couple of days resting, and during a visit to the doctor, he found tonsillitis and strongly advised me against playing.
There you go.
Come on.
Come on.
You don't get a massive paycheck at the Olympics.
Spot on. Hey, Abs, what's Snoop Dogg up to? RE Olympics.
So he actually, his real name is Calvin Broadus, by the way, which is just
Calvin?
hilarious. Calvin. It's like Calvin Harris. So he is a torchbearer. He'll be a torchbearer before the opening ceremony on Saturday, but he's also contributing to the NBC's coverage of the games. But then he also apparently has got his black belt, and judo are going to a judo move is going to be named after him at the Olympics.
Really?
The Snopes.
Yeah, well, Which one?
The hash kick?
I'm trying to find out, but yeah, he's going. I'm going to call it the OG from now on. I'm not even going to say the Japanese name for the throw, but it was really cool.
There you go.
So some sort of Japanese move. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg on the world stage. Love that.
Yeah, good,
in
thanks.
an athletic atmosphere.
How
It
does
makes
he
sense,
go
doesn't it?
from being in jail for, and being that to doing NBC coverage?
I don't know. It's Snoop Dogg. He can do whatever he wants
Yeah.
in this lifetime and the next.
We've seen commentators sitting on that desk, and they've done far worse. So
Imagine being a journo and you're like, right, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try and get over to the Olympics, and they're like, sorry, you've missed out to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's above you. Look at him. He's an athlete.
I've spent 28 years covering judo. Bad luck.
Too bad. Snoop's in.
No more Karens. I repeat, no more Karens.
Oh, what?
So this is the effect that woman in Bunnings all those years ago who went off her nut because she didn't want to wear a mask and her name was Karen. So
is that where it started?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
yeah, she was Bunnings Karen. And so now the name Karen has been synonymous with being a bit of a cow. I don't know any other way to put that. Do you?
100%. It's a bad reputation, and I know some lovely Karens.
Do you?
I know some loose Karens. All the loose Karens, you get called Kaz, don't you? Kazzy. Good stuff.
So, anywho, in 1962, the highest number of Karens were born. Fast forward now to 2022, no Karens in Perth, WA at all. Then 2023, no Karens in Perth, WA at all. That's some research that they've done. I'm not sure about the stats around the rest of Australia, but WA, the home of the quokka, has said no to Karens.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That is actually quite unbelievable. No baby Karens.
No, just got me thinking about other little babies that you won't see moving forward.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll see many baby Ians.
Yeah, spot on. A baby Ian is a 45-year-old accountant.
Yes.
Isn't he? Except my old mate Ian Callanan, who was a very, very good footballer. He was a rarity.
Yeah.
But your stock standard Ians, pretty straight down the line, and they crunch numbers.
I don't know that there'll be many more baby Jeffreys.
Nah, little baby Jeff. Jeffo.
Not sure about
Jeffrey, little baby Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't think so.
No. The other one I thought of is little baby Nigels.
Yeah.
And
That's already out overseas.
well, similar to the Karen thing, Nigel No Friends, right?
Yeah. Well,
What's the,
Hang on. Producer Zoe, I didn't call you a Nigel No Friend. I just said it's a thing, Nigel No Friend.
over in the UK, they had a big party because there'd been no new babies called Nigel for 5 years or something, or 2 years or whatever. So
Yeah.
they had a big party to go, Nigel's finally done.
R.I.P. Nigel.
I think same thing for Gary over in. Gary got phased out as well. I know a Nigel that works in the Fireys. Couldn't meet a better bloke.
Yeah, right.
That's tough for Nigel.
Can you stop finding exceptions to the rule?
No, sorry.
It's really, really annoying.
Sorry.
And the final one that I thought that you won't see many of anymore, if any, is baby Shabuzi.
Shabuzi, spot on. It's a very good call. Is that a genuine name? Shabuzi.
Oh my God.
What about little Shabuzi Oddie?
Someone will do it, I'm sure.
Why don't you come out and say, I know a Shabuzi. He's the best bloke I've ever
He's
met.
a very good guy. Can I give a quick shout out as well? There's no baby Keiths coming through.
No.
I'll give you a hot tip.
No.
And also, we've spoken about it before, the Ain family.
Yeah.
I think Kane and Zane survive.
Yeah.
But see you later, Dwayne and Blaine. Joe's phones are busy.
Yeah.
Almost going off their own faces there for a second. What's that? What's going on here?
What's that about? You might as well take line one.
Okay, let's go to, where are we going? Largs North. Let's go to Taylor. Hey, Taylor, what's going on?
How are you?
Oh, good morning. I just heard 2 Ariana Grande songs in a row, so I thought I'd try and call and see if I could get the double play.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. I thought you were calling because Hazy went to the Monster Trucks on the weekend. I thought you wanted to chat about that. No?
Oh, it would have been pretty cool. I think that was second on my to-do list.
Yeah, very high on the to-do list, the old Monster Trucks. Taylor, for being switched on and for being so lovely and for being quick on the phones, you've won $1,000.
Oh, that's so
$1,000.
exciting. Thanks so much.
No, good on you, Taylor. Well done. Thank you for listening. And $1,000. What does that mean to you?
Oh, that's a lot. I've got a little baby at the moment and had to take some time off work unpaid to look after him while he was sick. So, yeah, $1,000 means a lot.
Oh, it's so it's such a tricky space when you can't work and you've got a newborn, isn't it? Oh, I'm so happy for you. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
That's good, isn't it? Very easy. Pays to listen.
Yeah.
Really pays to listen. Same artist, 2 different songs, back to back, $1,000, just like Taylor.
And the key is there can be some stuff in between. Don't worry about that.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Could go to the traffic, could go to the news, could go anywhere.
Yeah.
And it could happen still across the day today with DC, so make sure you keep it locked to Nova 919. Coming up next, birthday payday, $1,000 again.
Yeah.
Up for grabs just for having a birthday.
Jody and Hazy's Loose Lips.
Listening can be tricky. It can be really tricky, can't it?
Oh, mate, I cop a lot of grief around here because apparently I don't listen.
Oh, sometimes we're just talking to you like straight to your face and you're like, yeah, and you either forget or you weren't listening at all.
Okay.
So we thought, why don't we just try and incorporate some new activities to help you absorb the information?
Oh, so this whole process is designed to help me, is it?
100%.
Thank you.
It's all about us trying to help you.
I appreciate you more than you could ever imagine.
I'm not sure that I believe you. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some noise-cancelling headphones on you.
Okay.
I'm going to say a couple of sentences and you've got to try and work out what I'm saying by purely reading my lips, okay?
Okay. All right.
We started this last week. It was very interesting.
I feel very bizarre honing in on your lips, but let's give it a go.
Okay. You ready? So get you to put your headphones on.
Okay.
So right now, Jody can't hear anything. Absolutely dull. All right. Read my lips, Jodes. You ready? Do you want eggs for breakfast?
I don't want to say what I just heard.
Yes, you should.
Say it again.
Do you want eggs for breakfast?
I can't. I heard you want head for breakfast.
Oh my, very good. Okay. So this is all right, headphones off. Headphones off, you sicko.
That's what I heard.
I'll say it again now you can genuinely hear it. Do you want eggs for breakfast? What's going on in your brain? I think you're just seeing via my lips what you want to see. Oh my gosh. And now you're as red as a beetroot. And so you should be too, by the way. Your beautiful husband, Greg's listening the day after his birthday?
That's funny because that's exactly what he said to me on his birthday.
All right.
Okay.
Headphones back on.
Oh, you want to play again after that?
Let's go again. Headphones back on.
Okay.
Here we go. Jody can't hear a thing. She's looking at my lips. I saw a cat in a tutu.
Say that again.
I saw a cat in a tutu.
You saw a cat somewhere.
Ooh. I saw a cat in a tutu.
I saw a cat in the Portaloo. Was that it? No. Oh.
It wasn't it, but take your headphones off. That was very, very good. I said, I saw a cat in a tutu.
Oh, that's not bad. That's close.
I can't remember the last time I saw a cat in a Portaloo, to be honest with you.
Most Portaloos smell like cat.
100%.
Cat's urine.
Right, last one. So put your headphones back on.
Okay.
Cancelling out all noise. Read my lips. Ready? I lost my rubber duck.
Oh, no idea. Say again.
I lost my rubber duck.
I touched my gluteus maximus.
One more.
Okay.
One more. I lost my rubber duck.
Hang on, you lost something. Mm-hmm. Did you lose your rubber gloves?
Oh! I lost my rubber duck.
Did you lose your rubber duck?
She got one. Very good. Nice. 1 from 3. Very nice.
Can I take these off?
Yes, take them off.
Okay.
Good stuff. That was very good. All right, let's do this one again. Do you want eggs for breakfast?
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
All the overnight news that you need to know right here, right now, Abby, in the newsroom. Cocaine sharks, go.
We've got to continue this chat, guys, because basically yesterday I revealed that scientists have gone and found sharks off of the coast of Brazil with cocaine in their liver and muscles.
Classic Brazilian sharks, by the way.
Now,
a little bit loose.
They just want to party all the time.
Oh my God.
Further to this story, basically now there's this interactive map has come out, and it shows the places where cocaine is being recorded in rivers and waterways and things like that. Australia is on the list. There's 55 sites that they've looked at, but it is wild. It is absolutely wild. So Switzerland actually has the highest level of cocaine in their sewage, which means that people are, using it more. Australia, we came down the list. I think we were like, I don't know, we were real further down the list, like 100 and something. But yeah, if you weren't afraid of sharks before, they're now on cocaine. Yeah, so I would be scared of them.
Very
Imagine
rational.
a shark literally off its face coming at you. You're like, what's he been doing? And you just know that he's been on the gear. And that is really, really dangerous.
I feel like as well, they used to be lovey-dovey back in the day when, our parents took illicit things, whereas now they get angry. So it's not like you'd be out there and they'd be like, hey, bro, I want to eat you. They'll be like,
oh, no, they're aggressive now.
Yeah.
And they'll eat your torso.
Yeah.
They'll bite you in half. What I do love as well, Joe, is you know I love a punny headline.
Yeah, you do.
And if you can really, really be super punny/funny in a headline, best of luck to you.
Yeah.
How about this from The Sun? Let me just play this little fella here. Cocaine sharks found off Brazil. We're going to need a bigger note.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
No, not boat. Note.
Note.
Oh, well played.
Wow.
That is just fantastic.
Question for you. Are they at least going into, like, shark toilets to do it, or just doing it in the opening?
That's a very, very good question. These are the questions. That's why you're so good at your job as a journalist. The tougher questions.
You have to be super careful, too, because their noses are very close to their mouths, aren't they?
100%.
Tricky.
I can be very, very tricky. That awkward moment when you see a shark cruising down, you're like, wow, he's got a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, mate, what's that under your nose?
Yeah.
And, oh, no, this guy's a disgrace.
And the shark's like... just wiping under its nose.
You're a mess.
Yeah.
All right, let's aggressively head in a different direction. She's coming.
Yes, Katie. Katy Perry.
Great endorsement for Katy Perry.
The voice of an angel.
International superstar will headline the pre-game entertainment at the 2024 Toyota.
The 2024 Toyota AFL Premiership season. Proudly bringing you Katy Perry. With such hits as Raw. Oh, how good's Craig Willis, by the way?
Oh, he is so good. Yeah. Katy Perry going to headline, and I think she'll be amazing. She's performed at the Super Bowl. She knows what she's doing. She'll be incredible. I don't think she'll perform her new song. I'm just saying.
Oh, she kind of has to.
Well, it's kind of been panned, though.
But also, if you're on strict time limits... Yeah, do you just go to the absolute ones that you know are going to connect, or do you try and bring out the new stuff?
She's releasing an album just before she gets here, so I dare say she'll be playing a few.
That's what I'm saying. But also, the caveat might have been from the AFL, and can you imagine the awkward conversation when the AFL call Katy Perry's people and go, we'd love to have Katy, that would be great, just her old stuff.
Oh, yeah. How do you run that conversation by someone who's very, very keen to peddle their new stuff? Interesting space. Anyway, big act for the AFL. Let's see how it goes. That is your post-snooze news. It is 8:57. Nova's birthday payday. Chance to score $1,000 is coming up really soon.